Good morning and welcome to Live in the Studio with Pentart. I am your host today. I'm Shannon, and today we're going to be talking about the ice effect paste. But I first want to say happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining. I know you guys have a lot of food to eat, family to spend time with, and just a time to be thankful. So I'm going to be short and sweet today, but we are going to be talking about the ice effect paste. This stuff is amazing, and this will wrap up our month of Winter Wonderland. So we had the snow paste, snow crystal paste, the ice crystal paste, and finally the ice effect paste. So let me just make sure that we are live we're live. Yay! Sometimes you just can't be too sure, so you just want to make sure you're where you're supposed to be. Okay, so if you saw the reel earlier, let me share my screen, share down here. Then you saw the deer. Whoops, there we go. Where's my camera? Doop. And, sorry. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's all dry. Look at that. So this is different from all the other ones, the snow paste, that's ice crystal paste, because it has bigger flakes and they're holographic. See that? So it really, really gives off that holographic, icy appearance. All right, so what I'm going to show you now is we're just going to do a quick demonstration, and if there are any questions, please put them in. I'm sure most of you will catch us on the replay because, it is Thanksgiving, but I didn't want to miss the live. So here is the ice effect paste. It comes in a 150 milliliter container. And when you stir it up, it's kind of gritty. It's thick. Look at that. So it's just hanging on. But if you look real close, it's got that holographic, beautiful glitter that glints in the light. So here in front of me, I ordered these little putz houses. I have the Sizzix cutting machine with these dies, but it was just faster and easier to buy these little houses. So I prepped them with of course, whenever you're doing cardboard, you want to do the primer paste. Gesso works like a dream. Then I used, of course, the Pentart acrylic paint. I used the white, the turquoise, and some red. Of course, we're going to decorate them, but just not right yet. I just want to show you what the ice effect paste can do for your little houses. Now, there are all different ways to decorate them. You can put the wreath on there, the white wreath. There's the trim. When you stand it up on the little cardboard house, you can put the trees. But what we need to do is I want to think about the roof. So generally, you put some kind of snow or something on the roof. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the ice crystal paste up here. So it's going to look like a icy, like where the snow is melted and it's still on the roof. So all you do is you're just going to take your palette knife and you're just going to, you can put on as thick or as thin as you want. If you put on thicker, it looks like like snow has piled up. And that's really the look I'm going for. I want it to look like it's been just in a big snowstorm. Look at that. So let me just show you. So see that, look at the dimension it adds to your little house. Isn't that just amazing? And then when this dries, because it's translucent, most of this white is going to go away. And you're just going to see the little holographic. Oh, hey, Michaela. Oh, that's very sweet of you to join in. Happy Thanksgiving. So that is what it's going to look like on top. But also, I'm not going to glue the house on yet because I still have some work I need to do. Like I got to put the windows on. But I want to show you that you can also do it to the ground. So I'm just going to say it's going to go like right there. Let me see if I can switch my camera angle a little bit. Let's give this a whirl. There we go. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of this and I'm just going to put it like right here in front of the house. Just look at how gorgeous that look is. Let me just, there we go. The house is kind of blocking the light. Again, as thick or as thin as you want to put it on. But look, see that? Isn't that just beautiful? And then when you put this on, it'll just add, let me go back to this camera. Oopsies. Look at that look. It just gives you that total snow look. And then when this dries, it'll just be, good morning, Sandy. Hi, Kathy. Happy Thanksgiving. So this will just kind of add that much more to your little Christmas village you're going to create. Because once that's down, then we can put like, let me just move this out of the way so you can see. You can put your deer in there. And if you apply some of this while the paste is still wet, it'll act like a glue. But I'm not ready to do that yet because if I use this little deer, I'm going to actually paint him brown. I do want to show you what I would not recommend with the ice effect paste. I wanted to see what it looked like over this color. So I put it on the back, always do it on the back. It looks okay, but that's not the look I was going for. I was looking for that sugar crystal kind of, oh, good, Donna. You're going to love it. You know, the kind of effect where it's just that white, sugary, glitter. Well, it didn't give me what I was looking for, so I put it on the back, but it definitely gave me what I'm looking for on my roof of this house. Look at this. It is just, it couldn't be more perfect. Again, though, you can use any one of the lineups for this. Of course, you have the snow paste, which let's just recap real quick. So the snow paste, if you look, is going to give you that nice white. It's textured. It looks just like snow. It'll goes on white and stays white. That's the snow paste. So we might as well just wrap this up. Then the next one is the snow crystal paste. You really can't see it that well unless you kind of look into the light. There we go. So the snow crystal paste gives the look of, it's supposed to mimic fresh fallen snow. I don't know. I kind of think this one does too. It just depends on your look. And then over here, this one's really harder to see. This is the ice crystal. Let me see if oh, there it is. So this is kind of like, it's see-through. Does have glitter in it, so it does go with the light. And then, of course, down here, which I've already shown you, is the ice effect. So you can definitely see a huge difference in these. So depending on what your project is, you'll have to determine what project or what product you're going to need out of the Winter Wonderland. I like to layer them and combine them. I just think it looks really nice. So like on this Christmas tree, I put the snow paste on it. That's where the white is. And then if you look real carefully, you'll see some see-through clear with some glitter. And that's where I put the ice effect in there. So it looks like there's some icicles along with the snow. All right. So needless to say, that's basically it for today because the ice effect is just super easy to use. There's not much to talk about with it. I did try to tint it, but you don't want to do that. I tinted it with some turquoise paint, and all it does is cover it up. So you don't want to do that. Other than that, does anybody have any questions about... Oh, there's my husband looking at me, laughing. Is there anybody that has any questions on any of the Pentart products or the ice effect paste? Let's see. We've got a couple hellos and Thanksgivings. Have a great day. My phone sound is terrible, so I'll replay later. Okay. Hopefully it's not on my end. That's what I was going to say. Use them all, right, Michaela? Because I know you have used all the Winter Wonderland, all the snow paste, all of them. Haven't you used them on your nativities too? If you have, you got to give me pictures so I can post it and show how beautiful your nativities are. They're gorgeous and they should be seen. Okay. Well. Any other questions? I just love this little. Look at this little thing. I never know where my cameras are. Look at how beautiful that is. You can layer it because it's a paste. It's thick. It just gives off a different look because it has that holographic bigger chunks of glitter. And then for the bottom, I did the same thing. So, oops. See that? Once that dries, it'll be more holographic. I'll probably post the picture sometime tomorrow. I'll finish decorating this little house. Of course, I have to go get my Thanksgiving on first. Okay. He's wondering when the turkey is going to be done. Oh yeah. Well, guess what? This year I'm not cooking turkey, thankfully, because the night before last, my refrigerator died, and I had to throw everything away that was in my refrigerator, and that would have been devastating if I had to throw away my turkey. So this is the first year I'm not cooking. You normally cook for 20 to 24 people. Moved up here last year, I had 5 people, and this year I'm not cooking, so it's nice. Anyway, I hope you all have a fabulous Thanksgiving and enjoy your loved ones. Get your Winter Wonderland snow paste, ice effect, all that from your local or your favorite retailer. Any questions, drop them here. We are available anytime. All right, you guys, have a fabulous Thanksgiving, and we will see you next week.